if I consider LHS, so then you'll get the unknown equation in terms of VA as well as H. So you cannot solve. So you should be very, very careful. So whether you have taken a moment about A, so then you'll get the equation in terms of VB as well as H. So then you see to that in the coming equation, so you need to get in terms of VB as well as H only. If I take instead of RHS, if I take LHS, you'll get a equation, you'll form a equation in terms of VA as well as H. So that is wrong, right? Not wrong, but you will not get the solution. Understood? So for that reason, you should be very, very careful. So at this point of time also, so you should be very, very careful. So once you got this, I hope you can able to get the reactions. So next, so now coming to the next part of the so the next thing that we need to find as per the problem statement is that, so we need to find the normal thrust, radial shear as well as bending moment at the given point. So the given point is 15 meter from the support A. That means somewhere here, okay, you can assume that this is around 24.85 meter, this length of UDL, so that is equals to L1, okay. Somewhere here you will get a x equals to 15 from support A, support A, support A. So where you need to find the radial shear and perpendicular to that normal thrust and radial shear, and also you need to find the bending moment at this region. So we are discussing related to this. In order to find normal thrust as well as the radial shear, so in order to find normal thrust as well as radial shear as well as bending moment, so you require the rise equation as well as slope equation. Rise equation as well as slope equation. And again, in this step also, you can see variation when compared to previous problems because of at the different the supports at different level, right? So only reason is the supports at different level. So for that reason, so what we'll do, so we'll consider AC as a separate segment and CB as a separate segment. So for AC segment, we need to find a separate slope as well as rise equation. Similar way for CB segment also you need to find rise as well as slope equation. So in order to get this, so what we'll do, we'll just draw the given 3-inch arch. So this is support A, this is support B, right? And this height is 30 meter, right? So that is H2, and this height from here to here it is H1, that is equals to 15 meter, right? So what we'll do, so we'll consider the AC segment initially. So here the equation of parabola is equals to y times of 4h by L square times of x times of L minus x. So here h is already known. So h equals to how much? So h equals to h1. So h equals to h1, that is equals to 15 meter for AC segment. I am talking about AC segment. And x can be considered while getting the rise at a particular point. So no issues. We can substitute x later for the required point. So now very important is L. So in this case, L is not equals to 60 meter. Okay. So L is not equals to 60 meter. So here L equals to 2 times of L1. Okay. So because this H1 is not for the distance L. Understood? So the H1 is the distance for 2 times of L1. So that means what I have done, so I have considered an imaginary segment as CB dash, where this the horizontal distance between C to B dash has L1. Okay, if I add these two, you'll get 2 times of L1. So you'll get 2 times of L1. Okay, you should be very, very careful in this. So because of difference in L value, so where in case of CB, so L equals to 2 times of L2 and H equals to H2, so that is equals to 30 meter. So you can see that the H is different and L is different for AC segment as well as CB segment. So because of difference in these values, I'll get the different equations for AC segment as well as CB segment. Okay, why I am repeating? So I am giving more importance to this. Okay, very, very important for the exam point of view. So again, you can substitute over here. Similar way, you can consider for CB segment, you can consider an imaginary segment of CA dash. So again, the length, the horizontal distance from C to A dash as L2. So then the total length of this particular CB segment arch is 2 times of L2, and again H equals to 30 meter. Okay. So I hope this and all you can able to get by substituting into the equation of parabola, and you can get the slope equation by differentiating with respect to the same equation. Okay, differentiation of with respect to x with the above equation. So any clarification required? Still any clarifications required related to the slope and rise equation? Okay, so let me find the normal thrust, radial shear, bending moment at the required section. So at the required point is so the required point is x equals to 15 meter from A. Oh, is on disturbance ಆಗಿದೆಯಪ್ಪ. Hey Varun. Is I am audible to you people? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now you can see that. So this 15 meter, x equals to 15 meter from support A. So it comes somewhere in between AC segment, right? So x equals to 15 meter. So here you need to consider the normal thrust, radial shear as well as bending moment. So you know the formula in order to find the normal thrust. So this is the formula. You can just note down this formula. So where H is the horizontal reaction, or you can say horizontal thrust, and V is here more important. Okay, so you should not consider V equals to VA plus VB. Okay, so those things are wrong. Okay, so here V is shear force between A to 15 meter from A to around 15 meter. Understood? So what are the forces are acting within that range of 15 meter, that you need to consider. And theta can be get from the slope equation. So here we are finding the normal thrust as well as radial shear as well as bending moment within the AC segment. Then you need to consider the slope equation of AC segment only. Okay, if you consider the slope equation of CB segment, it is wrong. Understood? So we are getting the section within that AC segment. So then you need to consider the slope equation, that is theta times of tan inverse of this value. Okay, the same thing that I have considered over here. So you'll get a theta around 25.97 and H is already known. So H is equals to 380.14 kilonewton. So that is also fine. Yeah, I'm disturb ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ ಇವನು. Useless fellow. Okay, so H value we can get from the previous calculations, and very important is this one. So what are the forces are acting between from A to 15 meter? So one is VA is acting vertically upward, so you can consider plus VA, and UDL of up to 15 meter that you can consider. So the intensity of UDL is 40. So 40 times of 15 is the UDL load, and that is acting vertically down load, you can consider as minus. Okay, the same thing that I have shown over here, and you can substitute the VA and you can get the V value. And now we got theta, V as well as H. You can substitute to this equation. I hope you can able to get this values. Okay, so that is NT as well as RS. And now very important is finding the bending moment. Finding the bending moment at x equals to 15 meter. So now again go back to this particular one. So which are all the forces are acting? So one is VA is acting, one is VA is acting, another one is the reaction, horizontal reaction is acting, another one is UDL is acting. Understood? So now let me consider moment about let me take the dark one. Let me consider moment about at this point. So that is x equals to 15 meter. So up to this point, which are the forces are acting? VA is acting vertically upward. To reach this particular point, you require a perpendicular distance of how much? 15 meters. So that is VA times of 15. And you see the rotation of this particular force towards this point, it is clockwise, so positive. Understood? So now again horizontal force. So horizontal force is acting. To reach this, you require a perpendicular distance of, let me consider as y equals to y suffix x equals 15 meter. Okay, so we'll just keep this as y suffix x equals to 15. Understood? And you see the rotation of this particular horizontal force towards the point, it is anti-clockwise, so minus. Similar way, so UDL is acting, you need to consider up to 15 meter. So you need to consider up to 15 meter. So what is the intensity of UDL? 40 times of 15, and the perpendicular distance will be equals to half of the length of UDL. Okay, half of the length of UDL. Again you see the rotation of the UDL towards this point, it is anti-clockwise. Understood? It is anti-clockwise, so minus. So any other forces are acting? No. So now we'll substitute over here. So VA times of 15 minus HA times of y times of y suffix x equals to 15 minus 40 times of 15. So 15 divided by 2. Okay, so now VA equals to how much? So VA, I think yeah, so VA So 726.46. So 726.46 times of 15. What about H? H here we have considered 380.14. 380.14. 380.14 times of Yx. So here you need to consider the rise equation of AC segment, because this section it is under between A and C. So you need to consider this particular equation. Okay, you need to consider this particular equation, that is 1.0207 1.207 and x equals to x. Yeah. So let me go over here. Yes. So 1.207 times of 15, right, minus of 0.024 times of 15 square. Okay, so this is your Yx, that is perpendicular distance of for a force of horizontal force. Understood? So minus of 40 times of 15 times of 7.5. So if you just try to substitute, so let me check the value over here. So I am not going to calculate, you try to calculate. So you'll get the I hope you will get the same answer. You can see that VA into 15 and this UDL of moment value of UDL load, that is 40 times of 15 times of 15 divided by 2, and this is HA, and this is calculated, and you can see the calculation over here. 1.207 times of 15 minus 0.024 times of 15 square, you will get around 12.705. Okay, so here I have shown the simplified one. So here I have considered directly, you can calculate. So I hope you can get the moment around so 1567. Okay, 1567.22. so the moment at x equals to 15 meter equals to 1567.22 kilonewton meter. Understood? So in this way, by this way, you can calculate the moment at the required point. So now, what is the one more aim? So we need to find. Yeah. So we have finished the normal thrust, radial shear, as well as bending moment at the required point given in the problem statement. So now we need to find the maximum bending moment. Okay, so the maximum bending moment, in order to find the maximum bending moment, you need to consider both AC section, AC segment as well as CB segment. So now tell me, in AC segment, where you will get the maximum bending moment? Yes, please answer. So in AC segment, so where you will get the maximum bending moment? At which section you will get the maximum bending moment? Yes. At which section you will get the maximum bending moment? Is anyone? See, in AC segment, what type of load is there? Say in AC segment, what type of load is acting? UDL is acting. So in case of UDL, assume that these are all both simply supported. Assume that this is a kind of beam and UDL is acting. So where you can expect maximum bending moment? The maximum bending moment will be exactly at the mid of the section. Understood? So what is the horizontal distance between A and C? It is equals to L1. So that is equals to 24.85, I hope. Okay. So the maximum bending moment you will get exactly at the distance of 24.85 0.85 divided by 2. Understood? So that is x can be considered as 24.85 by 2. So this section you can consider as xx, and the distance from A to here it is 24.85 by 2. Similar way, you go for CB segment. In CB segment, again let me draw as and simply supported beam subjected to a point load of 200 kilonewton at a distance of 10 meter from support A. So in case a point load is acting on the beam, so where you can expect maximum bending moment, so you can expect maximum bending moment where the point load is acting. At the same point, you'll get the maximum bending moment. Understood? You get the maximum bending moment. This concept, if you don't know, so then it is very difficult to get the bending moment diagram as well as in order to find the maximum bending moment. So they may ask to find in terms of you find maximum bending moment, or they'll mention as draw bending moment diagram. So in order to draw bending moment diagram, so what you need to get? You need to get the maximum bending moment at the between AC section, AC segment as well as CB segment. Okay, both are same. If they ask, you just draw the bending moment diagram. So again you need to find maximum bending moment within the AC segment as well as CB segment, and you need to draw the bending moment diagram. So here one thing is that you no need to draw the bending moment diagram, but the same things that you need to calculate. Understood? So I hope it is clear now at which point you will get the maximum bending moment. So now let me move on to so the final part of this particular problem statement is finding the maximum bending moment. So now let me consider AC segment. Now consider AC segment. So in between AC, if I just isolate the AC portion, it is looks similar to this. This is A, this is C, and the distance from here to here it is 24.85, that is considered as L1. So where you are going to find bending moment exactly at the center. Why? Because UDL is acting on the entire span. So you can consider as section XX the distance from support A to this particular section as x equals to 24.85 divided by 2. So I hope it is very clear now. So we need to find moment at XX section. Okay, moment at XX section. So now which are the forces are acting? Which are all the forces are acting? One is VA is acting at support A, and H is acting at support A, and there is a UDL of intensity 40, and the distance is x equals to 24. If I just calculate, you will get around 12 point. So x equals to 12.425, right? 425 meter. Okay, I can just try to calculate. So the distance from A to this particular section is 12.425. So now let me calculate moment at this particular section. So now VA is the force. VA is the force acting vertically upward. To reach this XX section, you require a perpendicular distance of how much? You require a perpendicular distance of x. So x equals to how much? X equals to 12.425. Understood? So now again, you just check the rotation of this particular force towards the section XX. It is clockwise, so positive. Understood? So now move to the next particular load. H is acting horizontally. To reach this particular section, you require a perpendicular distance as y15. Okay, you can consider as y equals to h times of y x equals to 15, right? Sorry, not 15. So this length is totally different. So x equals to, now it is 12.425. okay, so now x equals to 12.425, and you see the direction of this particular force towards A, it is anti-clockwise, so minus. Now comes to the UDL. So 40 is the load intensity of length x equals to 12.425, and the perpendicular distance to reach this particular section is equals to half of the length of UDL that you are considered. Okay, so half of the length of UDL that is considered. Again, you see the rotation of this particular force, it is rotating in anti-clockwise, so minus. Understood? So now let me substitute the values in order to get the mxx. So VA equals to how much? So around 726, I hope, and x equals to 12.425, and h, so h you already know, so that is around h equals to 380.14, where y is the rise equation. So which segment that you need to consider? You need to consider AC segment. Okay, so this equation you need to consider, where x equals to 12.425. okay, that is 1.207 times of 12.425 minus of 0.024 times of 12.425 square. Okay, x square. Understood? So now this is the value of this y suffix x equals to 12.425 is this much. So minus of this value. Okay, minus of this value. So you'll get, let me check it over here, how much you got. So I'm not going to calculate. So I hope you can able to calculate. So for that reason I am skipping. So you can just check it over here. So this is VA times of x value, and again this is UDL, right? And again this is h, and this is the rise equation. As a perpendicular distance for this particular load. So you'll get around this much. So that is 1646. That is moment xx equals to 1646.17 kilonewton meter. So now tell me any clarifications that you require related to finding the maximum bending moment for AC section, for AC segment. Yes, any clarifications required? Dear students, yes, any clarifications required?
No, sir.
Okay. Okay. So now coming for in between the final part or final step. So in between CB segment. So as I mentioned, if I just isolate the CB segment, it is something like this. C somewhere over here, B is here, and we have a point load of intensity 200 kilonewton of distance of 10 meter from support A. I hope it is 10 meter. Yes, 10 meter, and intensity is also 200 kilonewton, that is fine. So now in this case, what are the forces are acting in order to get the moment at this particular point? So let me consider the moment at this point, and we'll consider this point load as point D. Okay, so that is moment at D. So which are the forces are acting? So at support at point B, we have two reactions, that is VB as well as H, and again a point load is acting, so at the same point. Okay, so the moment created by this point load is 0. That's only two forces moments that we need to consider. Okay, so now let me check that. Again we are considering from right hand side. So while considering from right hand side, you should follow this rule. Okay, so where clockwise will become negative, anti-clockwise will become positive. Okay, so for that reason you should be very careful where in case of finding the moment from the right hand side. So this kind anti-clockwise from the right hand side, this is you can consider as section. Okay, so this is sagging moment, this is hogging moment, and you see the rotation of the bending. Okay, so let me check. VB is the force. To reach D, you require a perpendicular distance of how much? 10 meter. So VB times of 10 meter. And you see the rotation of VB towards D, it is anti-clockwise. But again you see the direction here, it is anti-clockwise but positive. You are considering from right hand side. Please don't confuse this. You need to remember. In case of LHS, you won't get any confusion, but in case of RHS, so the anti-clockwise rotation will consider as positive, and clockwise rotation will consider as negative. And let me go for this one. H is the force. To reach D, you require a perpendicular distance as, this is unknown now, so we can consider as YD. And you see the rotation, towards D, it is clockwise. Understood? Clockwise. So clockwise here it is hogging moment, so negative. Okay, so now YD is very important. So I hope it is clear now why we calculated rise as well as slope equation separately for AC segment as well as CB segment. So for the first unknown, you require the slope equation only for AC segment, but in order to find maximum bending moment, okay, in order to find maximum bending moment, you require the rise equation as well as slope equation. May not be required slope equation, but rise equation you required for a CB segment also. So now, we need to consider this particular equation in order to get the perpendicular distance for force H. Okay, it is around 0.707. So let me go to over here. Yes. So VB we already know. So VB equals to 467.54 times of 10 minus of H we already know, that is 380.14, and YD, that equation, that particular equation, that is 1.707 minus 1.707 times x equals to how much? Now x equals to 10 meter, right? X equals to 10 meter, because the horizontal distance from B to D point, it is 10 meter. So here it is 10 meter. So minus of 0.024 times of 10 square. Okay. So if you just try to substitute, so let me check over here. Let me check over here. It is same. So VB is considered and H is considered, and same equation is considered. It is YD. Understood? You will get this moment. So that is equals to 901.25 kilonewton meter. So now we can tell that maximum positive moment maximum positive bending moment is equals to 1000 something, 1646 I think. Yeah, so this is in terms of positive, so we can consider as maximum positive moment. How much it is? 1646.17 kilonewton meter. So the maximum negative moment, maximum negative bending moment is minus 901.25 kilonewton. Okay, if you want to draw the bending moment diagram, so that is also possible. Okay, so let me draw the bending moment diagram for these values. This is A, this is B. Let me consider 3-inch arch. Yes, it is right, little shorter. Okay, assume that this is point C. Understood. So this is 0 over here, 0 over here, 0 over here. And let me consider somewhere at exactly at x equals to 12.425, we'll get the maximum bending moment. So that is around 1646.17. Again, what type of loading over AC segment? UDL. So when it is UDL, the bending moment will be parabolic varying. Again here it is parabolic varying, and again at C you will get 0. So next, assume that this is point B at a distance of 10 meter from support B. You will get a moment value minus in terms of minus. So this you can consider as positive. So 901.25. And again, what type of load here? Point load. Okay, linearly varying. Linearly varying. Again, it goes to 0. So this is negative bending moment. So you can draw the bending moment diagram also. But it is not given